Okay, my name is Gathercole, and this is my music video project. First of all, I looked at music videos in research. I looked at the forms and conventions of a music video by analysing multiple clips using Goodwin's terminology. Particularly, I researched into the micro and macro elements, how they suit genre and band, narrative and effects, such as CGI, stop motion and real sets. I researched two directors in particular, Chris Milk and Chris Cunningham, who I liked for their effects. Milk and Cunningham both had stylistic qualities which I was inspired to use in my video. For my band, I chose Rules of Romance because they were a local band and one of the members went to my old school. I chose the song for its dancey style, which I liked, and I found it had an interesting love narrative, so I could use that in my video. My intentions of the music video are to emphasise the video's genre, narrative and style. My video. As you can see from my video, for style, I stuck with the theme of the narrative. For characters, I used two people running because it was a love song, a male and female. Mostly I used overlays of the lip sync and the forest and the time lapse because that was the effect I wanted to give. The editing was kind of cut to the beat so that it emphasised the rhythm and the style of the song. Second of all, my digipack. From my digipack, I researched at the brand, which was by AGI Media, who owns the patent. I looked at the conventions of digipacks, and I looked at various examples, including Oasis and Madonna digipacks. This is the front cover of my digipack. That's the inside of my digipack. They are the two CD holders, and that is the insect. This is the inside, no, this is the front cover. This is the front, this is the back, and this is the middle. It opens gatefold as it's supposed to. And then this is the booklet which goes inside the digipack. That's the front cover and that's the inside. Both use artistic reference to kind of emphasise the band, which I think made it more attractive. Having stuck with the genre similar to the video, and the purpose was to just emphasise the video really. Last of all, my magazine ad. For my research, I looked at various examples, and my magazine advert. It's here. I used the Sony Music logo. I used a lot of typography for the band's name and the new album and when it's available. The most The biggest quality of it was the artistic reference again, because I thought it emphasised the genre and it was more attractive. I think it suits the purpose and relates to the digipack because of its simple yet effective artwork. My video digipack and magazine ad conform to forms and conventions because they emphasise the band's genre, the narrative and style. They share a house style between them which emphasises the genre and style of my chosen band. My video digipack and magazine ad are effective as a combination because they share a similar colour scheme, they stick to the same genre and band style, they share the same themes, and they all contain direct references to the band and other parts of my project, such as the digipack advertising the video and the magazine ad advertising the digipack. My audience feedback gave me an opportunity to contrast all of my productions together and observe which was my favourite out of the video, magazine ad and digipack. I ensured that they fulfilled the expectations of people by seeing if they had any suggestions for improvements or things which they didn't like. Band contact and feedback through MySpace and email also helped to see if they thought it was suitable. I used a large variety of media technologies to assist me in all areas of my project. In the research particularly I used YouTube to see a wide range of free videos by professionals and amateur people. This helped me to get inspiration as well as research. I used MySpace for band information, particularly. In the planning, I used Twitter to keep up to date with announcements on my project, which were embedded into my name. MySpace to contact the band, and email also to contact the band. In the construction, Ning was to collaborate everything, so it enabled me to embed a variety of items. Issue helped me upload PowerPoint presentations. SlideShare and YouTube also helped me upload my final things in the evaluation stage.
Great, thanks. Okay, if I can ask you a couple of questions. You touched on audience feedback, I think it was slide number 8, was it? If we can just take a look at slide number 8. No, which one was audience feedback? Yeah, there we go, okay. Can you just talk to me about the process of gathering that audience feedback? How did you go about
I used SurveyMonkey, which is a website, so you can put a link on Facebook or however you contact people, and they can click on it and choose answers.
So you get the multiple choice.
Yeah, multiple choice questions.
Published on Facebook. You then put a link to your video. They watch the video. They answer multiple choice questions.
Yeah, and sort of magazine ad and digipack.
Great. Can you give me an idea of a couple of multiple choice, a couple of the questions that you answered, that they answered that have particular relevance?
One of the questions was, do you like the artistic reference, or do you like the genre? Do you think they suit the genre?
So does the music video style suit the genre of the music?
And do they all collaborate together well?
Is there a consistent house style, in other words, between the three products? Okay. How many people responded to the survey?
I got 6 people to respond.
Okay. And any responses that surprised you at all?
No, not really.
No. Okay. All right. The forms and conventions of your video, I think you mentioned that in slide 1. Is there anything relating to around Goodwin's theory that particularly relates to your, or doesn't relate to your video?
No, I don't think so. I think the narrative and the style kind of fitted it perfectly.
Sure.
Because I got a lot of inspiration from looking at other people's videos.
Sure, okay. But would you say in terms of, you would say that none of Goodwin's theories relate to your video?
I would say most of them do, if not just slightly. Like the narrative does, because I stuck with the narrative of the song.
Okay. All right. Okay. What's been your biggest learning curve throughout this entire year working on this project?
Probably getting inspiration. Probably because I was already familiar with a lot of the processes of making it, but researching helps kind of get the best.
Okay. Liam, thank you very much.